Hi there, I'm Frank Morano. I wanted to give you an update on a piece of legislation I've been working on, something that I think really gets at the best of what government can do. On April 22nd at 1 p.m., the City Council's Committee on Health will be holding a hearing on my bill to support people who donate a kidney, part of their liver, or bone marrow, and to recognize those donors publicly with a city honor roll. Now, this bill has evolved since I first introduced it, and I want to be transparent about that. Originally, the focus was on city employees, and what we're looking at now is something broader, something that could help workers across New York City. Under the current version, workers would be guaranteed time off if they choose to become a living organ or bone marrow donor. And the city would establish a wage replacement program so that people aren't financially penalized for making that decision. In plain English, if you step up to save someone's life, you shouldn't have to worry about losing your paycheck. And I think that makes a big bit of difference because for a lot of people, the biggest barrier to becoming a living donor isn't willingness, it's financial reality. It's taking time off work, it's recovery, it's the fear of falling behind. And this bill is all about removing that barrier. And I'll tell you, this issue is very personal for me. When I was on the radio, I heard from all sorts of folks who were suffering from kidney disease and were waiting for a kidney transplant and forced to go through hours of dialysis. Many of you know I recently lost my friend Coach, who a lot of people knew as Mike Reep. He was a huge part of my life for decades. About 10 years ago, Coach received a liver transplant. It was not from a living donor, but it gave him another decade of life, time with his friends, his family, time to keep being the person that so many of us loved. And I researched this organ donation process at the time, and I was prepared to give him a portion of my liver. And until he said no, thank you. No, but he actually needed a full liver. Some portion of my liver wouldn't have done the trick. But that's what organ donation does. It gives people time. It gives families more memories. It gives people a second chance. And there are thousands of New Yorkers right now still waiting for that chance. That's why this hearing on April 22nd is so important. If you're someone who's received an organ, if you've donated, if you have a family member who's alive today because of a donor, or if you're waiting right now, I want to hear from you. Your story is more powerful than anything I can say in the hearing room. The hearing is going to be on April 22nd at 1 p.m. At 250 Broadway, right across from City Hall on the 8th floor. And you can also testify remotely if you can't make it here personally. And you can also testify in writing. If you're interested in speaking, email me at Morano, Morano, at council.nyc.gov, and we'll help you through the process. It's about life, it's about second chances, it's about making sure that doing the right thing doesn't come with a financial penalty. I'm going to keep pushing this forward. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.